This week on Pimping Pixels, we're in Orlando, Florida, checking out the Photoshop World Expo and Conference. We're going to give you guys a sneak peek and let you know what it's all about. So let's go. So what's your name, and are you a photographer or a designer?
My name is Clint Marzik. I'm a graphic designer.
I'm Jermise Madison, and I am a photographer.
My name is Jordan Hicks, and I'm a graphic designer.
My name is Ronell Walker, and I'm a full-time photographer.
So what is the best class that you've taken here at Photoshop World, and what made it so great for you?
I really enjoyed Bill Fortney's photographic vision course. Really opened my eyes to more to photography than design, so that was very helpful.
The best class for me thus far is getting your photographic vision on. What made it good for me was the photographer. He was full of energy, he gave awesome tips, and his images were phenomenal.
The best class I've taken was Harrington's class earlier today. It was on ebooks and publishing and how to get your photography out there. And I don't work in photography, but I'm getting into it more, and it's also really useful information for, I do graphic design, I do images for fun and composites and all that, and so you can do the same thing with the same, that kind of content and put it out there and how to make money off of it.
I would have to say the best class that I've taken here at Photoshop World would have to be Joel Grimes' post-production.
Okay.
That's probably one of the best classes here so far that I've taken.
Now, did you see anything that caught your eye at the expo downstairs?
Oh yeah, lots of great stuff. All the products and the software that they have available, the classes, the extra courses that they have open down there.
Anything specific that you really want that you have to have now? Like a Cintiq,
Too many lenses, camera gear. It's like candy. I love it.
Yes, I found a Tamron lens I'm going to purchase, a backpack from Low Pro, and I bought some books from the bookshop.
There's a lot of really neat things down at the expo. They've got some website templates and stuff like that, and I do web design, but I hate coding, so templates are a really fancy thing that I like. And then just checking out all the photography gear and the new flashes that they've got, and there's these cool things. It's a little clip that goes on the top of your digital camera, and it holds something. And RC Conception was doing a sample yesterday of how to use the product, and he says that he uses it for when he photographs kids, and he puts PBS on his phone and attaches it to the top of his camera, and the kids just follow the camera everywhere he goes. And he's like, I never have to do any of those little tricks of Mom over my shoulder doing this, and all the photos the kids are posed looking over here.
Oh yeah, the expo is probably the best part of the whole thing to me, but yeah, it was great.
What specifically? Was there any vendor, was it Canon that had a lens or something like that?
I would have to say it would be the Adobe booth is pretty good, and then the On1 software booth is pretty good.
Nice. Now, would you be coming back to future Photoshop Worlds?
Absolutely. This is my first one. I'd definitely come back.
Nice.
I hope so. I hope to attend. Love to attend the Las Vegas one in September, but I know I'll be gambling and not going through the classes. So I think once I get more educated with photography and get more experience, I'll surely come back.
Well, yeah, this is my third, so I would probably come back again. So
Yes, I'll be coming back. It's something about just being around other inspiring photographers and designers that kind of give you that extra boost, that motivation, inspiration to keep going forward.
Good. So right now we're at the Drobo booth, and we're going to learn why you need to protect your data. So Mario, could you tell us a little bit about Drobo and what you guys do?
I'd be happy to. So Drobo is a storage device, and with a lot of storage devices, they have your stuff, but you may not have protection if you store it on a single drive. At the end of the day, Drobo is a storage device that allows you to take multiple hard drives and put it into the system and make it look like one big one, so that you use it the way you use your regular storage, but if a hard drive fails, you're protected and we automatically recover all of that, so you don't have to worry about a hard drive failure. Now, I don't know if you've ever lost data because of a hard drive failure.
Yes, I have, because I don't back it up. I tried to do Time Machine, and it just wasn't really working out for me, so now I just keep like 2 hard drives and I back it up whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. You have to make it really automatic. So with a Drobo, we're going to protect you from a hard drive failure. You'll see I can pop a drive out here, the system keeps running, and they use regular old standard hard drives. When it comes time to recover, you can follow the instructions right inside here. Just about anybody can do it. And with systems that are big like this, you can use it to take all the files from all the computers in your office or in your home, get them backed up into one system, and that gives you a nice protected first copy. Naturally, you're still going to want to take some data off-site, maybe use a cloud, maybe you still use that old drive you have to take it off-site. In any case, we can help you protect that first copy real well.
That's great. Now, you guys also have a portable version of this, right? Because a lot of times, I'm out on the road and whatnot, and I have my laptop. So, what's this guy do? What's so special about this one?
Similar in concept to the ones that would be on the desk side. It uses smaller drives, the same drives that go into laptops. You see they pop in and out just like an SD card, which is really fun and easy. Nice. And the instructions too fit inside there in the front cover. This is great as if you're traveling and you spend a lot of money to get to where you're going to go take those shots. What if you lose them? Heck, then all your time and the money spent to go get there is lost. By having protection from a hard drive failure, if any one of the hard drives inside there fail, you don't lose your data, it's protected, it's there for when you get back and you can use it.
That is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and if you guys need to check out Drobo online and pick up one of these babies, because it is the best way to protect your work. Okay, so I'm here with Sen, and she's going to show us what Squarespace could actually do for you.
Yep. So really quickly, Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform. It starts at $8 a month, and that includes hosting, free domain if you sign up for a year, all the templates and designs that we have, and 24/7 support. So this is Momentum, one of the new templates that we launched a couple weeks ago. Really beautiful, full bleed photography site. Of course, it has blogs and a contact page. And if you're interested, you can also add in e-commerce as well.
Oh, really? You can add e-commerce?
Yeah, so we just launched that in February, and the great thing about it is that it's part of your site, so you're not clicking out to a different third-party provider or anything like that. It's all within. Shopping cart and checkout process is really clean and simple, and you can customize the design of that as well. Yeah, so the cool thing about working this website is...
Yeah, because Squarespace, it's not just templates. You could actually edit these as much as you want.
Yep, it's customizable. You can add custom CSS if you are technical that way, or you can just use our style editor to change the fonts and colors and sizes very easily.
Nice.
So if you're in this gallery view, whenever you sign up for Squarespace, you have a demo template that you sign up with, and it loads all the demo content for you. Sometimes you buy a template and it's blank, and you're like, how do I make it look the way it actually looks?
It's all nothing but blank spaces and placeholders.
Exactly. So you can just delete all the content here. And there's some images on your computer that you want to get set up with. Just drag them in. And what it's doing right now, it's resizing all the images to 8 different sizes, so that if someone's visiting your site from a smaller screen or slower internet connection, we always load up the accurate image size for you. There's a focal point selector, so if you're using thumbnail images from any of these files, then it'll always crop around where you want it to crop. You can reorder the images really easily by dragging and dropping. And when you're ready to preview, well, let's rename the gallery first, since it's not pitfalls anymore. It's lady standing. Change all the URL slugs and change descriptions, all for SEO purposes. Save that. And go back to preview. And now your images are there. Easy as that.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
No.
So if you guys are looking to get a website, definitely check out Squarespace because they make it super easy for you. So right now we're at the Wacom booth, and I'm talking to Wes over here, and he's going to show us the 13-inch Wacom Cintiq. So what could this bad baby do?
Thanks a lot, Greg. This is the Cintiq 13HD. It's a brand new display from Wacom. It's part of our interactive pen display line. It's the smallest of 3 different sizes that are available. And for those that might not be familiar with Wacom, we make pen tablets and, well, again, interactive pen displays. What they do is they give retouchers and photographers and artists and animators and basically anyone that has a creative bone in their body more control over the tools that they use in applications like Photoshop. Obviously we're here at Photoshop World, so that's the application that I have up. But to tell you a little bit about the product before I demonstrate it for you, again, as a display, I'm plugged into my computer just like I would with any other display. In this situation, I actually have it set up in a dual display environment, but let me give you a little tour of the product and then we'll kind of demonstrate it a bit. So right now I'm connected, single cable right out here, goes down underneath my counter, plugs into, in this case, a Mac Mini. It's got USB, power, and then your video connection. If I turn the display around for a moment, you'll see that it sits in its little freestanding base here, and this base can be changed up into different sizes. There's 3 different heights that it can be set up in. I've got it in the medium height right now.
And you can also just not use that at all and just keep it right on your lap, right?
Correct, yeah. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, just go ahead and leave the stand alone and then work directly on the screen that way. But and some people choose to do it that way.
Yeah.
So the Cintiq itself, again, as I said, I'm plugged into a Mac Mini down here. The pen is really the primary thing that people use tablets for. This is what gives them a level of control over your tools that you use every day in an application like Photoshop. One of the greatest aspects of this, or the reason why you get this control, is the fact that it's pressure sensitive. So for example, pressing lightly, I get a very thin stroke, and as I press physically harder with the pen and the tablet, the stroke is going to fan out. Now that's great if you're an artist or an illustrator, animator, and so on. But for photographers, what I find more appropriate is, rather than adjust the size of the brush, I like to adjust the opacity of the brush. Now in this case, I've got a hard edge brush. If I wanted to increase the brush size, I'm just going to grab this little bracket key down here. You'll see it's kind of a hard edge brush, and that doesn't really look that good. But if I undo that, I'm going to hit the shift key and my left bracket key. I'm adjusting the hardness. So now I can adjust the opacity. And that's, as you guys know, if you're starting to work with layer masks and adjustable layers, that can give you a lot of, I should say, that's the basis of a lot of different types of techniques that you can apply. You know, selectively applying tonal adjustments or special effects or so on.
So Photoshop World ended and I left a little early because I really wasn't feeling well. So now we're back in the apartment and I am taking medicine now. Hopefully this makes me feel better. You really should check out Photoshop World because it's actually pretty effing amazing. One thing that I did learn, which is really good, if you just want the classes, just go to Kelby Training Online and just like sign up for that, and most of those classes are there. So if you're really just looking for the classes, you just want to learn it, go to kelbytraining.com, sign up so that you can like watch all the episodes online. But what Photoshop World is really great for is networking. We met a lot of wonderful people here, and I'm really looking forward to doing it again. So that ends this episode, and I want all of you guys to sign up for the next Photoshop World. Keep on pimping them pixels. And I've been holding the medicine in my hand long enough that it kind of knows.
So no hookers and cocaine?
Hookers and cocaine! Woo! Wait, no, that's for the Vegas one.
Yes.
Vegas!
Yes, next
We're
episode.
coming for you. Next episode? No. Next episode of Pimpin' Pixels is not going to be Vegas. Because that's in September.
I meant the next Photoshop World.
Next Photoshop World in September in Las Vegas. I think I have a free trip down there, so I'll probably be doing that one. Keep on pimping them pixels! When we're pimping! Pimping them pixels! Cause we're pimping! Pimping them pixels!